Is that you?
Yes,
Okay,
I think it's working.
okay.
We can
But
see,
how
we
do
can
you
see
want
you.
how do you want it named? Is WDC user okay, or should I rename it?
Just rename it. Just say, WDC home.
Home.
Yeah, HOME.
Okay. Change. And then video on.
Yes, please.
Okay.
But make it, can you change the configuration of the camera to make it lower or
Lower. Yeah.
looks,
We can
yeah, look tighter or something?
I wanted to zoom. And can you zoom in? I think so. He's filling the screen. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
it.
Video setting. Yeah, I don't think we can do the zoom, but we can if we could just lower it down so we can.
Should get the height there, so.
There's not really much you can do back here.
Oh.
It's just a stand. You want me to? It's like you. That's the one, it's just.
Oh, it's over there. Yeah, somebody's already there. Yeah. Thanks for sure.
Hello,
Oh,
I'm doing this.
yes.
Yeah.
Or you guys got it.
Oh, do you know how
Uh,
to zoom into? No,
it-
no can,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Richard. Can I set this up?
Um,
To use the iPad?
We don't know anything about that. It's,
mm,
that's more like the net.
mhm.
What's that?
We'll set this. Do I need Wi-Fi to connect?
Yes.
You need a Wi-Fi password?
I don't know.
He-
Is it SOH? Yes, unsecured.
The guest one.
I already am in it.
Huh?
Oh no, internet connection.
Hi, Shelley. Are you sharing your slides?
Yes, I will be.
Okay. Can you see my slide? I can't seem to.
Yes, I can.
And that's the one that's dominating. I mean, that's the one that's being shown.
The Workforce Development Council.
Yeah.
Welcome to sector, yes.
Okay, good. For some reason, I don't seem to have that view. Is Carl coming?
No, he's not.
How's he doing in Utah?
He's actually here.
Oh, he is.
He's here in Hawaii. Today we're doing his final farewell, and
Oh,
he's on a plane back to Utah tomorrow.
nice. And you're,
Just leave it as it is.
Mhm.
It's
you need anything else, Carrie? You don't need your iPad, right?
I don't know. I was gonna use it if I can, because when it's
No,
time to do a roll call, I cannot read the thing.
It'll be okay, because it's very close. No? You don't think so?
I don't know. We'll find out.
You want to borrow my glasses? My reading glasses?
Oh, I don't know. Reading glasses don't work for me because I had a pair at home. I don't even use it because I can't read with it. Because it's gonna be for distance, huh?
You have any summer plans, Shelley?
No, I don't.
You know what? I just realized something.
So when I use this in the past, I was using it in 310.
Mhm.
That's different. They got a different code there.
No, same.
Mm.
You're talking about the
The iPad,
password?
the iPad, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the Wi-Fi. It's
Yeah,
the
right.
same. It's the same, should be the same. Hi, Helen.
Normally, when you set it up, once you set it up, you normally, it kicks, once you put the password in, you always connect, right?
Yeah.
Richard, you guys can sit. You don't have to stand the whole time. Your legs are gonna give out after a while.
Hello, everyone. We'll get started in a few minutes. Have 11 people here. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We'll start our meeting. Thank you for joining today's Sector Strategies and Career Pathways Committee meeting. We have a full agenda, so I'd like to call the meeting to order at 1 o'clock. My name is Carrie Miyashiro, and I'm chair of this committee. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of our vice chair, Lorna Wu, with the what is that, International Union of Painters and Allied Trades. This is a public meeting under the open meeting law. The committee members and public guests are viewing in Zoom, and we have staff from the Department of Labor. There we go. And Industrial Relations Office 317 in case guests wish to attend on site. To start the meeting and to document in the meetings, I would ask members and guests to introduce themselves with name and organization. Be mindful that the chat box is disabled. So we'll start with, let's see. We'll start at the top. Okay, Helen.
I'm Helen Sanpe, Principal, McKinley Community School for Adults.
Okay. Welcome, Helen. Shelley.
Hi, good afternoon. Shelly Ihori, Hawaii Pacific Health, Director of Workforce Development.
Okay, Dane.
Good afternoon, Dane Wicker, Deputy Director, Department of Business, Economic Development and Tourism.
Thank you, Dane. I have Luana Mahi.
Sorry, Aloha Luana Mahi, County of Maui, Director of Office of Economic Development.
Thank you, Luana. I have Colette.
I Colette Kajiwara, High Core Program Storefront School, DOE.
Thank you, Colette. Doug Adams.
Doug Adams, County of Hawaii, Director of Research and Development.
Thank you, Doug. I don't want to kill this name. Ephraim Scrib.
Yeah, Ephraim Schwab.
Oh,
Nice to meet you on Aloha. Yeah. So yeah, I'm from the Executive Office of Early Learning, the Head Start Collaboration Office Director.
Okay, thank you. Let's see who they have. Lorna Wu.
Hi, everybody. Lorna Wu from the International Union of Painters and Allied Trades, District Council 50.
Okay, thank you, Lorna. Mike Anderson.
Sorry, Carrie, that's me, Lala. I just changed my name. I was using another computer. Lala Fernandez from Boys and Girls Club of Hawaii.
Thank you, Lala. Okay, let's see. We have a Mitchell's note taker. Okay, let's go back, get that. I see Pat Alme is waiting there patiently.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Pat Amde with the Department of Education, Waipahu Community School for Adults.
Okay, hey Pat, hey Sarah.
Hi, Carrie. Sarah Gay. I'm here with Hawaii Employers Council.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. Let's see, I see Matt Stevens.
Hello, I'm Matt Stevens, Executive Director with the Hawaii Workforce Funders Collaborative.
Okay, oh. Is that Andrew?
Kawano, yes.
Yes.
Andy Kawano, Budget and Fiscal Services, City and County of Honolulu.
Thank you, Andrew. Monica.
Good afternoon, everyone. Monica Lords for the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, Reentry Office.
Okay, thank you, Monica. I see Phil. Is that Lan? Is it Phil Lan? It just says Phil.
Hi, my name is Philip Lon, and we're with Bay Valley Tech. So we provide free tech skills training, like coding and digital design, social media marketing, etc.
Okay, thank you, Phil. We'll hear your presentation shortly. Rosie Wynn.
I should have Husto and Sean on our team here with us.
Oh, okay. So you have two people with you. You have
Husto, Justo, and Sean. They should be with us or be joining us shortly.
okay. Thank you, Rosie Wynn.
I'm Rosie Nguyen from the Department of Developmental Disabilities.
Okay, thank you, Rosie. Let's see. I'm trying to navigate through this.
Chair, there's Troy.
Troy.
Good afternoon, everyone. Troy Suyoka, Hawaii Department of Education, Career and Technical Education.
Thank you, Troy. Warren. Warren.
Sorry about that. I'm having some sorry, I have some technical issues. Warren Kawano, Hawaii P20.
Okay, thank you. I have a Zoismo Arista.
Zosimo Arista, Hawaii State Council on Developmental Disabilities. Thank you.
Sorry, I don't know if I killed your name, but
No, that was good. Good try.
Good try. Okay, Wayla.
Hi, Linda Weiland, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Professor of Aviation Maintenance at this time.
Oh, how did it know? Threw us off with a different name.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, and I see Sean is on. So Sean, your name and your organization. Sean Villages.
Yes.
Your name and your organization.
Oh, apologies. Sean Villegas, representing Bay Valley Tech.
And I saw someone else. Was that Justo? Is Justo on yet?
I don't see him here yet.
Okay. I think I missed Dan Dozier.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dan Durger, the Director of the Pacific Center for Advanced Technology Training with the UH Community College System.
Thank you, Dan. Amberline Thompson. Oh, Thompson, sorry.
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Amberline Thompson. I'm the new Workforce Development Program Administrator at PACSA.
Okay, let's see who else I missed. Oh, Harrison Kornishi.
Good afternoon, Chair. Harrison Cornishi, Oahu Workforce Development Board.
I think I probably got everyone. Did I miss anyone? Could you identify yourself?
Bennett Misalucha, Executive
Oh, sorry.
Director, Workforce Development Council.
The main person.
No worries.
Okay, thank you. At this point, I know that Shelley has to go, so we're gonna put her on. and we're gonna have her speak about the student-operated clinics at Waipahu. This is the first program in the country, which is a partnership between private and the Department of Education. So Carl Hinton was supposed to go and do his presentation because he helped start this, but Shelley is going to give us a brief overview. And Shelley is one of our council members. Shelley, if you're ready.
Thank you. I will share screens. Let me see here. Okay, actually. Okay. All right. Are you able to see the presentation?
Yes, we can see.
Okay,
But
perfect.
there's nothing on it. It just says has started sharing, but it's blank.
Oh. Oh, it's on my computer. Oh. Sorry about that. My computer froze and I can't stop the share. Okay, let me try again.
Worst case scenario, Shelley, you can send it to me
Okay.
and then I'll operate it from here.
Did this work or no?
Yeah, now it works.
Okay,
Yes, we
perfect.
can see it.
Okay, so thank you, everyone. Like Carrie said, our academic health center is the first of its kind in the country. It's a combination of where high school students have they serve a role in school-based care in the clinic, serving the community that they live in, and go to school in. So this was a photo of our grand opening. As Carrie mentioned, Carl Hinton has been the driver of the creation of the academic health center and the driver a lot of our workforce initiatives. So the purpose of this is the school will partner with our academy. They will learn directly with professionals, clinicians, and be able to partner with them while seeing patients. So here is just a snapshot of what we envisioned many years ago. So construction began in July of 23. The completion was done in February of 24, and we had a grand opening back in April of this year. We had a capital campaign which raised $3.8 million, which was able to fund the entire project. So here are some photos of the clinic. This space is primarily used for the clinician and the student to partner when going through cases. That's why you see here 2 screens, 2 workstations partnering together, and again 2 here. So this is where the clinicians and the students can work. This is also in partnership with the University of Hawaii JABSOM School of Medicine, and our own HPH, MG, family medicine, and OB physicians will team up with JABSOM to run the clinic and also serves the community on an appointment only basis. So not only will we be having our student medical assistant students join the clinic, but also JABSOM medical students as well. Let's see. In addition to the 4 exam rooms, we also have this space. It's for telemedicine. So we have a system in here to service our telemedicine appointments. The clinic itself is 1,800 square feet. It features 4 exam rooms and 1 treatment room, which I'll show you pictures as well. One great thing about the clinic, not only will it serve community, but it also helps come together with various academies throughout Waipahu High School. So we talked about health services. We're looking at communication when it comes to flyers and videos. And then you see here the artwork. The artwork is done by the art students at Waipahu High School. So it encompasses a lot of different academies all together under one health center. So another feature is this is the treatment room where the students will have the opportunity to shadow physicians, gain real life experience in the ranges from administrative work to clinical positions. Academy faculty will also receive training and professional development from the clinic staff. And we are looking at doing health clearance for 500 students within the academies to be able to shadow and observe through different various appointments depending on what their interests are. So it's not only the students of the academy, but all students who may be interested in healthcare and want to be able to see what it's like in the actual environment while they're making their career choices. Any questions?
Thank you, Shelley. That's very impressive. You have any questions? Anyone has any questions for Shelley? So Shelley, what grades? This is from your freshmen, or you just taking juniors and seniors, or?
So for our medical assistant program, it's primarily seniors, but we are clearing students from freshmen throughout their senior year, whoever is interested in shadowing and observing to see what it's like in the clinics.
So this is worked out of the Health Academy?
Correct.
Okay. Do we
Chair,
have some?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Shell, so when you were trying to think about the concept, did you have set up measurements for success, and how are you tracking that right now?
So initially, the measurement of success will be the amount of appointments initially, but the main reason of why we're opening up the clinic is to be able to serve the vulnerable population within the heart of Waipahu. So we've learned throughout the pandemic, in a lot of our outreaches for COVID vaccinations, residents in the deeper parts of certain cities did not feel comfortable to come out to the main hospital to get their vaccinations. So putting a clinic within the community and being served by the Waipahu students really contributed to that vision of providing care in the communities that we serve and giving the students opportunities to gain experience and serve their neighbors, serve their aunts. So I think the metrics will follow. We didn't have like hard numbers. The main goal was how do we get service and healthcare to these populations? And it was a win-win situation. We looked at servicing the community as well as giving these students an opportunity to learn about healthcare and practice the skills that they learn in the classroom.
So I know you just mentioned you don't have you're not really keeping track, very hard numbers, but
at least not the first year.
Okay, so conceptually,
Correct.
have you seen an increase, a marked difference?
Well, right now we are open part-time. We're waiting for our full-time physician to be onboarded, and she's slated to start in September.
I'd be curious, please share the status maybe in a year, because I would be very interested to find out what the difference it has made, particularly in that community.
Happy to.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, so Shelley, I have a question. How are you marketing this? Are you going through like another academy like apps, Applied Professional and Public Services?
We're doing both. We have our Communications and Arts Academy within Waipahu High School, doing some of our videos and partnering with our own internal marketing to clean it up. So we're doing a lot of that. We're featured in Hawaii News Now and a lot of those publications. We're continuing to focus on marketing once we open full-time hours at the clinic.
Oh, nice. So does Carl get to come back here and visit?
We'd like to think he will, but at this point, he's very excited to enjoy golf and soccer and not have to worry about work and an alarm clock.
Well, he did a lot of work putting it together. So anyone else has any questions for Shelley?
I had a quick question for you, Shelley. This is great, by the way. It really looks really good. Have you guys collaborated, and are you guys reaching out to some of the providers in our community, especially in Waipahu, that's dealing with comprehensive services, so that we can refer them to some of the things that you guys are offering there?
I don't believe we're there yet until we get fully open, but that would be great. Yes, for sure.
Awesome. Thank you.
I see Monica Lortz has a question. She has her hand up. Monica?
Hi. How long is the program the students that you have in this academy? How long does that program last?
So for our student training program, specifically for our medical assistants, it starts in August when the high school seniors start school. The didactic or classroom training ends in May, and they do 225 hours of externship before sitting for their national certification exam. So that 225 hours, they are assigned to various HPH clinics across the island, and some of them will be placed at the Academic Health Center.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. Are you planning to expand, like?
Yes, we are. We are talking about a second academic health center, not finalized yet, but hopefully a school in town. And so within the next year or so, we're going to be kind of putting our efforts toward what that will look like.
Okay, great. Thank you. So it's a great opportunity for students. Do we have any other questions? Anyone, any questions or comments? If not, thank you, Shelley. I know you have to go to the retirement party, so. But thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you, Shelley. Okay, if you look at line 3, we have the approval of minutes. And because, please note that we are canceling this item, this committee will take it up on the next meeting. So we will do approval of the last 2 meetings. We had technical issues that could not be resolved in time. We seek the counsel of the Office of Information Practices on this matter, and we're advised that it's acceptable to cancel this agenda as long as the video or draft minutes are posted 40 days after the meeting. We will be in compliance. So we have posted the last meeting's minutes, or the last meeting video. The approved minutes will be circulated at our next meeting. Moving on, we now have a presentation for the Hawaii Employers Council. I asked Sarah Gui to actually let us know what they do, what the membership, what are the benefits. So if Sarah is ready.
Hi, Carrie. Sure. I'm going to go ahead and share a presentation as well. Let's see. Can you confirm that you can see this?
We can see it. Yes.
Great. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much for giving us an opportunity to share a little bit about Hawaii Employers Council today. Carrie and I go way back, and I won't bore everybody with that, but it's just really nice to see some friendly faces and some folks that have been around the block for a little while. So at Hawaii Employers Council, we've been around 80 years, and our vision really is an organization, a member-driven nonprofit organization that can support the evolving needs of Hawaii's employers with expertise that enables their success and ultimately contributing to a thriving, resilient community for all of us in Hawaii. And so the way that we do that is, as I mentioned, is through a membership-driven, not-for-profit organization. We're celebrating 80 years. We were founded in 1943, and we exist to serve all kinds of organizations in Hawaii, small to large companies, you name it, 5-person plumbing organization, as well as some of the largest organizations in Hawaii. We serve nonprofit businesses, government agencies, and for-profit organizations, bargaining and non-bargaining. In total, we serve about 172,000 employees served through our about 750 member organizations. And again, large, small, all sectors, all industries throughout Hawaii. We're also part of a sister organization on the mainland, the Employers Association of America, which allows us to understand HR practices and employment practices, not only in Hawaii, but on the mainland as well. So I thought I could just give you a quick run through of our services that we provide to employers. And then at the end, maybe some ideas for how we might be of service to some of the folks on the call today. So our primary service to our member organizations is human resources advising. We do this through an amazing team of human resources experts who provide HR guidance. So we have access to an HR hotline. So folks are calling us all the time for questions, you name it, anything from You know, can I have a policy that said, how do I do a pets at work policy to, I have somebody that I need to move to termination, what are the next best steps? So we provide guidance like that. We provide employee handbooks, sample policies, unemployment insurance appeals. We have a bi-weekly newsletter that goes out with updates on HR practices and court rulings and employment law updates. We provide assistance with job descriptions and document reviews, template documents, white papers, sample policies, and forms. So this is really where we add the most value to our members is, especially in our smallest organizations, we provide HR support to lots of organizations that don't have an HR team or maybe have an HR team of one, and we're able to come alongside and support them in their efforts. In addition to HR, we also provide a lot of training to our members, and this is another real value add that we're able to provide. We have a 3-person training team made up, you can see here, of Les, Kim, and Christina. Not only do they have some fantastic training that they provide on a regular basis, they're also really skilled at developing custom training for organizations. So they provide webinar training, custom training in-house, as well as here at our offices out on Bye Loop near the airport. One of the kind of most common trainings that we provide out in the community, sometimes I feel like every supervisor in the state of Hawaii has gone through this course, but it's the Fundamentals of Supervision course. And it's just a fantastic course for a first-time supervisor to understand compliance and employee relations and respectful conduct in the workplace. So Fundamentals of Supervision is a 8-module course that really establishes great baseline for your first-time supervisors. And again, that can be offered online or it can be offered in person. And then the next step, kind of following on from basic supervisory training, is a management development program. This is designed for new managers to help ensure compliance, but also kind of expanding beyond compliance and thinking about people leadership. And you can see the 6 modules that are involved in that series as well. And again, it's offered online. It's also offered in person, both here at Hawaii Employers Council or in-house. And then last but not least, we rolled out an individual contributor series this year. We were hearing from a lot of our members, especially kind of post-COVID, sort of a back to basics fundamentals training. And so this is a 4-part series focused on kind of emotional intelligence and good decision-making, basics of communication in the workplace, fostering trust through integrity and accountability, and creative thinking and critical thinking. This has been a really successful, this one is offered via webinar. This has been a really successful kind of entry-level basic training for individual contributors. Again, that's offered via webinar. So in addition to HR consulting and some core training, one of our other differentiators is our survey and compensation services. We survey our members and we're able to gather data on HR best practices and industry practices here locally in Hawaii. So we're able to provide our members information on whether it's an insurance practices survey or perhaps it's healthcare. We have some valuable data that we're able to provide to our members through our surveys practice. We also provide compensation data. So we are able to provide, this is very valuable right now in the challenging labor market. We're able to provide competitive compensation data here locally, which is also very helpful to our members. In addition to helping provide some consulting services for strategies of strategic compensation in our labor market, as well as things like benefits, policies, guidelines, and forms around compensation. And then most recently, we've added an additional line of services for our members. We know that especially in the last 5 years or so, the needs of HR have really shifted and evolved. And we're in a kind of time right now at HEC where we are evolving our products and services as well. So we've added a new solution, which is around continuous improvement and Lean Six Sigma. And this is really to help small businesses in Hawaii who are saying, I don't have time and I don't have resources to grow. And so this is a set of solutions that comes in and helps you create efficiency, get some time back in your schedule to be able to focus on growing your organization and delivering more of your important mission. So this is a new exciting line of products and services that we're providing to our members to help create capacity for those small businesses in Hawaii. So this is just to give you an idea. We have a very busy schedule of trainings and workshops, webinars, and seminars that we provide. This is to give you an idea of what's coming up in August. You can see that management development program, the essential skills. We offer first aid and CPR training. And then you can see some of the webinar topics that are coming up. And I just wanted to share this with you, just kind of give you an idea of the kinds of things you see on our event calendar. Many of our events are open to non-members as well. So again, in our kind of effort to try to serve employers and organizations of all sizes, most of our offering is available to members and non-members. So if you're interested or if that would meet a need for you, I'd encourage you to click the QR code on the screen. That'll take you to our website where you can understand more about membership and also see what events are coming up. So with that, I just wanted to kind of close a couple of thoughts on how we might be able to partner with some of the organizations that are here on today's call. As I mentioned at the beginning, we see ourselves as a bridge to employers. We are all about helping employers succeed. And I think a lot of you are service providers building up the employee side of that equation. And so we would love to be of service to the programs that are represented here today to help bridge you to employers, whether that's giving you an opportunity to share on a webinar, being able to market some of your programs or your initiatives out to our membership. We would love to be able to do that because we see the solutions that you folks are all working hard on, and we would like to help make sure that you're connected with employers and certainly our employer membership as well. So if there's ways that we can work together, ways that we can help support your mission, please feel free to reach out to us. There's our website information is on the screen, our phone number's there. And I would love to see how we might be able to support the important work of the organizations that are on the call today. Any questions?
As a statement, Sarah, I recall that when the Department of Education was looking for the salary ranges for vice principals, that HEC did the research and came out. They went on a nationwide search to see what are the different, I guess, salary ranges, and they came back because I think Department of Education is one of your members, and they actually came back and came out, and that's how the vice principals got their, how do you say it, adequate compensation. So, I mean, that's one of the big things that companies can do. You're looking at an organization like the Department of Education, then they use your services to actually, help them find their HR needs. You're on mute, Sarah.
Thanks. You'd think by now we'd have that figured out. Yes, that is one of the ways that we are able to help. We were able to help the Department of Education a few years ago. We're able to provide local compensation data so that folks can figure out, especially like I said, in today's labor market, helping figure out competitive wages and a strategic plan for how to attract and retain talent locally here in our market.
Does anyone anyone else have any questions or comments that they'd like to make?
Yeah, sure. I wanted to see if you had any events going on in the month of August.
We do, Sean. Let's see, I'm not sure you could go to our website, actually. It's hecouncil.org. And there's an events calendar there, and there's all the registration information that you need. So it's hecouncil.org.
Thank you.
You bet.
Any other questions? Thank you, Sean. Okay, thank you, Sarah. We'll contact with you because I know that you worked on that career foundations.
Yes.
So we gotta, talk about how you can move it forward.
Great.
We'll
you.
meet with you probably, I guess, but toward the end of the month.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Chair,
Anybody else have-
also,
Yes.
sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Sarah, I'll offline a conversation with you because we're soon having a stakeholder summit for workforce development stakeholders. It's aligned with our unified plan, and I would love to have you be part of that conversation as well.
Wonderful. Thanks, Vanette. We'll look forward to connecting. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else have any comments or questions for Sarah? But thank you, Sarah. I know you have a meeting to go to also.
Thanks,
Thank you
Carrie.
for the presentation. Okay, our next presenter are from the Bay Valley Tech. They're based in Modesto, California. And Sean, who was asking questions, he's actually one of the members from that section. They're an incubator and facilitates a digital workforce training program. So we have Phil Len, Justo Licona, and Sean Velges do a presentation. Thank you, Phil.
Great. Could I go ahead and share my screen?
Go ahead, Phil.
Okay. Hang on 1 second. Okay, hang on 1 second. Sorry, it's taken me a minute to find that.
Colette, this might be interesting for your people.
Oh, come on.
This presentation might be interesting for your people,
Gotcha.
for your students.
Hey, Phil, do you want me to share my screen?
Yeah, why don't you do that? Thank you. Me. Like I can share it, but I can't find my PowerPoint at the same time, so.
Can you guys see that okay?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, so now let me catch back up with you guys, if that's okay. All right. Okay, so Bay Valley Tech is a company that provides free technical skills training. So we are helping folks, primarily that don't have a background in technology, get exposed to different careers, and then get inspired, and then receive training, get internships, hands-on experience, and then work their way up into entry-level tech jobs. Hey, Sean, I noticed you don't have the version that Huster sent. Would you mind using that version instead?
Sure.
Sorry, you guys.
FYI, Phil, your camera's off.
Okay, it's okay. Are you able to find that?
Yes.
Okay. Let me know when you're back up.
This is the correct one, right?
Yes, yes.
All right.
Thank you. All right, go ahead and go to the next one if that's okay. All right, so so we have so the program is really built for folks who, you know, sometimes they're working, they've got other priorities, or, you know, working parents. We try to provide a lot of flexibility. One really key aspect about this program is it's not, you know, just developed in a vacuum. Employers help us develop curriculum, projects. They help us mentor the students, etc. They're sort of all over this program because there's a million tech worker shortage across the country right now. And so employers are very much desperate for tech talent. So the more they invest their time in our program, the more our students are, you know, working on their tech stacks and better prepared to go right into their companies. And the skills that we teach, digital marketing, digital design, tech sales, software development, these are all highly in-demand skills right now. And an added bonus, I think a lot of, you know, long-term trend, but also COVID accelerated things, was this, you know, willingness to hire 100% remote employees. So that's really helping with giving our students access to jobs that aren't just in their immediate area, but across the country. And so our students are, you know, able to compete for jobs that aren't, you know, that are within their, you know, area geographically, as well as other areas. One really unique aspect of this program is because we don't charge, you know, $15,000, $20,000 like other code academy and design academies. What we do ask all of our students to do is to pay back and to give back to their communities, find a local nonprofit that they're passionate about, or a lot of times they'll come back and volunteer as mentors and teaching assistants with our own program. And so whenever we go into a new city or county or state, we're able to, you know, mobilize an army of volunteers as part of what we do, and pretty effectively build up communities. Go ahead, Sean. So quick summary of our program, the different sort of aspects of our program. So where folks start off with is in our Tech Explorers program. A lot of folks don't have backgrounds at all, don't know anybody who work in tech. And it's good for them to interact with working professionals who have similar backgrounds, so they can see and touch and feel that these tech jobs are for real. They get basic tech skills training as part of the Tech Explorers program. When they complete that, that essentially acts as a prerequisite program for our tech academies. And so those have several different tracks, right? Web development, digital design, digital marketing, tech sales, and next year, cybersecurity as well. One of the things we see is that just because someone learns how to code does not necessarily mean that they have to be a programmer. There are plenty of jobs that require some sort of technical knowledge, but they're not exactly tech jobs, right? Like marketing or sales within these tech companies. And then where we see a lot of growth of tech jobs here coming up, you know, this 1 million worker shortage in the industry is growing to 1.8 million. That's really driven primarily by non-tech companies. Healthcare, you know, companies like Kaiser, Citigroup has hired more software developers than a lot of software companies have themselves, right? So every industry, you know, is needing to, you know, move into the digital space to outcompete other companies and to grow and to connect with customers. John Deere, I think, just paid, you know, $600 million for a company called Digital River not too long ago. So this is, you know, the demand for these skills is continuing to grow across the country. Before I go on, does anybody have any questions?
When are you planning to come to Hawaii?
Tomorrow. We
Sure.
Husto and Sean and I and 3 other of our partnership folks are literally getting on an airplane tomorrow.
Okay, so you're serious. I
No,
actually.
we are serious.
Oh,
We're serious.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole history. If you guys have time, I can go over why Hawaii is on our radar, but it all started with you know, we go to Maui once every so often, and then one of our community members named Lanita Williamson, she started a tech company in the medical field, and she's connected with our community, but she's a Stanford trained orthopedic surgeon, and she was in California and retired to Maui, and she just snorkels every day, and then started getting on our case about coming out to Hawaii to train people. And so when we stopped by Honolulu and, you know, saw the needs for people to get access to these skills, you know, and then realizing that Honolulu is bigger than San Francisco, we thought, well, hey, why not train people in Hawaii, right? If we could find a coalition there or a group of folks who see a need for this. Our vision is really to help folks that are having a tough time getting by, acquire these skills that and get into an industry that they maybe never thought that they could get into, and enable them to, say, land jobs with companies in San Francisco or Silicon Valley, make those kind of wages, and work remotely and be able to, you know, remain with their families on the islands, as opposed to, you know, getting priced out to Las Vegas or something, right? Yeah. And any other questions? Did you like that answer
Yes, for
of
sure.
tomorrow?
Yeah. Hey, how are you financially sustaining this? Because I'm imagining this seems like, you know, expensive to run, albeit there's some volunteer work that's involved.
Yeah, so number one, we are a volunteer-based organization. And so, you know, because as I mentioned, all of our students are required to give back, right? And so if we train 100 people this year, we've got access to 100 volunteer teaching assistants. And so we've essentially created the lowest cost training program in the country. But, you know, obviously there's operational costs and that are associated. So what we've been able to do is get a series of training contracts with local school districts or adult schools. They've got some CTE funding. We've partnered with, you know, County Office of Educations to kind of do the same thing. We've gotten CDBG grants from different cities. We've gotten, we partner with workforce development, you know, county agencies, to do these paid internship programs. And, you know, we received a $5 million grant from the state of California to expand our paid internship program. So we've developed a team that is pretty good at, you know, finding grants and you know, developing the partnerships to be able to launch and expand these programs.
It's fantastic.
So
I'll
yeah.
circle with you later on because I'm interested, you know, more in-depthly as to how we can collaborate and partner.
Great. Yeah, and I don't know if Carrie mentioned that we actually have a lunch meeting that we'll be attending. Was it on Monday or Tuesday, Carrie?
It's on Tuesday.
On Tuesday. Yeah, so if anyone's, you know, available, would love to meet
It's
with
at
you
the
guys
McKinley Community
in
School
person.
for Adults
Mm.
at 10 o'clock.
So it yeah, and John, can you go back a couple of slides? I just want to give you some examples of some of our students. But before I do that, does anybody have any other questions real quick?
As a comment, I think that Monica might have use and because she's with corrections, maybe some of those people need to learn the skills that's out there. So
yeah.
So Monica, maybe we can connect and try and see if that's a way that we can actually train your people that exiting the program.
Absolutely. Thank you, Curry.
Yeah, and we have partnerships with like one of the county office of educations. They are involved with training for young folks inside juvenile hall. We've done training like that before. We're partnered with Salvation Army to train women who were formerly incarcerated in their programs. But yeah, real quickly, here's 3 examples of our alumni. Laura does not have a college degree, and came through the program, did training as a software developer, did an internship, and was able to land some pretty good jobs. Initially, she started off with a company called Ottersoft, which is a medical company, and then now she's with a company called Tyler Technologies, which is the largest provider of software to the federal government. Melinda is a Air Force veteran mom, single mom of 2 kids, came through our program. She worked so hard, and 11 months beginning to end. One time we were talking and she said, I was not even that good in math, right? I did not know I could do this, and landed a great internship at Walmart's technology group that's competing with Amazon. After she completed our internship, one of our other alumni helped her land that internship, and then they offered her a job. So she's an Apple iOS developer, developing software for Apple phones and devices now. And Raul is the only one of these 3 that has a college degree. So we've been able to help students without college degree, with some, college degrees with some college, as well as folks who, have 4-year school under their belt, but are having a tough time transitioning and sort of landing that first job. A lot of college students, we noticed, are having trouble making that leap because companies want to hire people that can get things done, right? And universities, especially when it comes to tech, universities and community colleges have a very difficult time teaching modern programming languages and tools. And so companies, trying to hire those folks, they know they can't hit the ground running. People that go through our program, when they show up at the job interview, unlike other college graduates who, show up and say, hey, I've learned some concepts, or, maybe data structures or algorithms or something like that, from a professor that left the industry 15 years ago, right? That's what companies normally get for hiring entry-level folks. People that come through our program show up with, I've learned the modern languages like JavaScript and frameworks like React that your company's using. I've been through an internship, and here's all the projects that I've built. My mentors were industry professionals. So, a lot of real world projects that we've been working on. And, because all of our students, need to volunteer, a lot of them have had experience mentoring and teaching others, right? So when an employer hears that you have hands-on experience and you've trained 100 other people, that tends to sort of put you at the top of the pile, right? So for our students that get through universities or community colleges, we've been able to partner with our educational partners as a pretty effective finishing school, right? And getting them job offers, whereas just coming out of school, they've been having a fairly difficult time, especially as the economy starts to slow down a little bit. So Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead, go, Sean. And please, everybody, just stop me if you guys have any questions at all along the way. I'm going to fly through the rest of these slides fairly quickly, if that's okay. So here's just an example of some companies that have hired our employees or our alumni, companies such as Apple, Google, Tesla, as well as, local counties, school districts, startups, in a variety of different fields. And these are all pictures of real alumni that have gone through the program. Many of them have become coaches and mentors in our program today. So go ahead and go, Sean. Just a little view into when we got started and how fast we've been able to grow. We get thousands more applicants trying to get into this program than we have funding for right now. So because of the effectiveness of this program, because of the ability to turn our students quickly into teaching assistants and mentors, it's given us the ability to scale very, very quickly. Whereas most initiatives like this are, you're kind of stuck depending on how fast you can try to hire teachers out of industry, etc. And that's a pretty tough proposition, right? To tell somebody that you're making good money and come and, join this mission, make a third of the money and help people, right? And some people are willing to do it, but with us, what we like to do is take alumni who are working professionals now. They don't really need any money, but people help them and they're looking to help others and give back. And we leverage folks like that. So we've been able to grow very quickly. And as I mentioned earlier, our program has several different aspects. So these numbers are really collectively the number of people we've trained, not exactly the number of people who get all the way to the end doing the internships, just so you guys have clarification there. Go ahead and go to the next one.
Sorry, Phil, just a quick question. Most of this 2,500 people are from California, correct?
Most of them are from California today, but we used to be a on-site online program, a hybrid program, and the intention was really to impact the most vulnerable in California, but then or primarily in Northern California. When COVID came along, it forced our program to be completely online. And when that happened, now we're getting students from Chicago, Florida, Texas, New Jersey. We are becoming a national program now. And so what we do is we train people virtually. And when we have enough of a cluster there, then we start organizing local meetups in those communities. And we partner with, local co-working spaces, or, if there's a coalition of folks already trying to build a tech ecosystem or attract tech employers, we partner with them to expand the tech workforce to accelerate the work that's already happening. So yeah, today it's mostly California, but it doesn't take long for different regions to really start to add numbers. When we first started, all of our students virtually were from the Central Valley of California, and when we opened the program up to the Bay Area, within a few months, I think 60% of our students are coming from there. So we see the potential if we have a group of folks we can partner with in Hawaii, the ability to scale very quickly there as well. So just a quick bit of math. We kind of call it techonomics here for you guys. You know, one new job, you know, making $150,000 a year on average, right? Students or alumni start off making less, they end up making more than that over a 30-year career. But if you use $150,000 average, I can tell you that San Francisco companies are paying well north of that. I mean, starting wages for a lot of software developers are $130,000, and you know, $400,000, $500,000, $700,000 salaries are not unheard of in the Bay Area right now. But using a conservative number like 150, you know, that person working 30 years is going to generate $4.5 million in direct salaries, right? And so wherever they live, they're pulling that paycheck into town and spending it in town. Our first phase goal for every, you know, location we expand to is we want to try to train 1,000 new digital workers for those counties and those cities that we're operating in. So that's effectively 4.5 billion in direct salaries. So they'll pull into a region over a 30-year period. And studies show that, you know, those 1,000 workers, that tech ecosystem tends to create jobs for, you know, graphic designers, attorneys, real estate agents, Home Depot, etc. And overall economic impact would be 21 billion for the cities and counties in which we're operating in. Any questions real quick? Go ahead and go through the rest of these real quick, Sean. So we really try to help folks who are the most vulnerable. You can see that the majority of our students come from households that are making, you know, just $40,000. And you know, in California, that's you know, no bueno. You can't really get by on that. I'm sure it's the same where you guys are at as well. And folks who are, you know, minorities, we're able to effectively get them into these tech careers. Companies like Google, Apple, 6% of their workers are Latino, whereas the state of California, 40% of the population is Latino here, right? And so just that, you know, demographic alone makes up 48% of our students in this program. So we've been able to, through training and building a community simultaneously, help students get inspired and, you know, to pursue these careers instead of giving up. It's helping them to meet people who, you know, were formerly working in retail or truck driving, and realizing that they can do it as well, right? And when they meet somebody who has a similar background or career, and they, you know, that person says, hey, you know, I'm only doing this, I'm only making, you know, 3 times, 5 times more money because someone helped me, and if you need help, I'm here to help you. That drastically increases the chances of our minority populations to be able to get into these type of jobs. Go ahead and go to the next one. Yeah, this is just a little bit of the press. If you guys want to Google us or look at in the news page of our website. And then, so one very important aspect of what we do is growing the community. We feel like, you know, you can't just train people. You need to build a larger ecosystem where they can meet mentors, where employers can volunteer, where they can get involved, where we are engaging and doing outreach to local nonprofits to help them with any you know, website or tech that they need help with, or social media, and that we are partnering with employers as well to get them to volunteer in our programs, to mentor students, and, you know, obviously to hire students. So building the community is a lot of what we do, and it's, you know, one of the really rewarding things that we've been able to do. And we've met some amazing people. We were all just out yesterday in the San Jose area. We partnered with a company called LinkedIn, and we partnered and we met up at Google And so we're letting companies in the Bay Area know about the talent that we're developing that they should pay attention to and hire. And as I mentioned, many of those companies are hiring folks remotely right now. So I think the rest of these are just pictures of our community, correct? Okay, so this is a list of different organizations we partner with, sponsors, like some local banks. Around here, every bank, right? They've got Community Reinvestment Act funds, Salvation Army. Go ahead, keep going. On Saturday, we were just over at Salvation Army helping them as well. And then, we partner with different, groups, whether a community really wants to develop a healthcare tech industry or ag tech, like a lot of communities here in the Central Valley are trying to grow. We partner with them because each one of these subsectors require a lot of software talent, digital marketing talent. So we're able to partner with local county officials, community colleges to form these expos and these summits to draw additional attention to what's going on in these regions. And then go ahead and keep going, Sean. So we also support and sponsor local events like hackathons. These are programming contests, but you can see the community that we really work to build wherever we come into town and start operating. And then we partner with, say, Google developers groups on their Women Tech Makers initiatives as well. So, and I think, keep going. Oh, there used to be a picture of Lenita Williamson on here, but I guess she's not on this right now. But I was hoping you guys could see a picture of her. So yeah, that's it. Do you guys have any questions for us at all? We're excited to be coming into Hawaii here this week, and we've already been having lots of discussions with different folks in town, including NAM, that's helping operate Sandlot in the entrepreneur space and the co-working space as well.
Any questions for Bay Valley Tech?
We wish you well, Phil. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Yeah, so please reach out to us if you guys have any questions, if you have any ideas, if you know of any folks that might want to learn more or partner with us. We would love to engage with in some conversations with folks there.
Okay, thank you. At this time, I think we need a few people to identify themselves for our minutes. Corey, could you identify yourself and your organization?
Yes, hi, Corey Reinke, Acting Administrator, Hawaii Pro Authority.
Okay, Corey, I think this program might be good for your people.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. AP.
Hello, hi, Carrie. Apologize for being late. Afirat Manugan from the Office of Language Access. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you, AP. Danielle. Okay, I see Neva. Neva, could you identify yourself and your organization?
Neva Subeiro from Windward Community College.
Thank you, Neva. Let's see, did we miss anyone else who did not identify themselves? I think we pretty much got
There's a C. Miyamoto Fujiwara.
Okay, yeah, Colette introduced herself
Oh,
earlier.
she did. Okay,
She's the third one.
sorry. All right, thank you.
Okay,
Hey,
well,
Carrie,
thank
this
you.
is-
Well, thank you, Phil. Phil actually is referral from one of our council members. We're looking at Tran Malone from CBS. She couldn't be here because I think she's in California now, but she's traveling. She'll be here next week for when you do meet. So
Great.
she'll be back. I think she's going to there for a couple days and she'll be back soon. Any other questions before we go on? If not, we'll introduce our executive director. Okay, Bennett.
Thank you, Chair. Appreciate that. Before I start, I just wanted to acknowledge the council members who are on this call. Luana Mahi is a designee for the mayor of Maui. Doug Adams is a designee for the island of Hawaii, and Dane Wicker is the designee for the Department of Business, Economic Development, and Tourism Director. So mahalo, and then Lorna Wu, as you met, and Shelley Ihori. So thank you for council members for your support of this committee. I am always mindful that not everybody knows what Workforce Development Council is. So we are a 41-member council, which is the planning and policy advisor to the governor on workforce issues. Can you see my slides?
Yes.
This is, okay, wonderful. Just wanted to provide an overview of our projects that are in the pipeline. We're involved in long-term care as the chair of the Workforce Task Force. This is an initiative that was started by Senator Sharon Moriwaki, and this is to address the very important issue of how taking care of our kupunas. And of course, we have the graying of America, and yet at the same time, the low birth rate, which imposes a challenge. And so there is an effort to try to see how we can increase the pipeline for those who are working in this healthcare space. If you are interested to partner with us or to be part of the Workforce Task Force, please let me know, and I'm happy to connect you. We're also doing and trying to implement the unified plan, which has been approved by the U.S. Department of Labor. We're hoping to have a workforce stakeholder summit sometime in October towards that end. It's a very exciting time. We have 4 pillars that we're trying to address, and hopefully this is a plan that is not going to sit, a unified strategic plan that's not going to sit in a shelf, to be dusted after 4 years, but really a plan that we can all rally behind. Effective July 1st, we are transitioning the council as an attached agency to the Department of Labor and Industrial Relations. We are working with the LIR as well as the Workforce Development Division towards that end, and making sure that in the process of transition, there is nothing that falls through the cracks, and that the roles and responsibilities related to the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, or WIOA, will still continue to be implemented. Well, good news, mark your calendar. September is Workforce Development Month, and we have a ton of activities that are in reference to this. We have our board retreat. There's a Future of Work conference that we're working with the Chamber of Commerce with, and please look for it. There is going to be an event on September 30th. This is the second year we're doing this, and hopefully you folks can be a part of that as well. We're also launching sometime this month the workforce development, the search for the workforce development heroes. Last year, we gave a lifetime achievement award to our superintendent, Keith Hayashi, and we're hoping to cast a wide net. So if you know someone who is out there who is really lifting the bar and ensuring that we have we're addressing the problems and the challenges and really doing it with a passion. Please keep them in mind. So when the applications start, you can put their name forth. We have some upcoming events, particularly the U.S. Economic Trends Seminar that we will be conducting with the U.S. Governors Association, National Governors Association. So more on that in the near future. Okay, hang on. Can't seem to forward this. There you go. So for the next quarter, I'm going to just, provide the highlight that we're trying to strengthen the board structures as well as our local boards, and particularly focus on the American Jobs Center, because as you know, the American Jobs Center is really the front line, the first line of defense for our council and for our state. Chair, that's all I have unless I have questions.
Thank you, Madam. At this time, the public is welcome to announce upcoming events and comments on relevant issues that was not included in this meeting's agenda. Please be advised that in compliance with Sunshine Law, the committee cannot discuss or act on issues that are not included in the agenda, but issues raised during this period may be included in future agenda for consideration. Is there any announcements or comments that anyone wants to make?
Sure.
Yes.
I'm
You're up.
remiss. I missed Andy Kawano, who is the designee for the mayor of Honolulu City and County.
Oh.
Sorry, Andy.
Okay, so if there's no public testimony, our next meeting is scheduled for October 3rd, 1 p.m. via Zoom or in a building to be announced. If there's no comments or any concerns, thank you. Thank you for your participation. And meeting is adjourned at 2:15. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks, everybody.